let's get started, and in this section we're going to be just covering a few basics to start off with and help us get started in what we need to do next. Before we move ahead, we need to discuss browsers. A browser is the program you use to surf the internet. You're likely using it right now to watch this video. There are lots of other cool browsers out there such as Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Internet Explorer, Opera, or Safari, among others. We'll be keeping it simple and using what I believe to be the most versatile browser out there, Google's Chrome. Please note that I'm doing this on Windows 10, and so if you're using an older Windows operating system or on a Mac or on Linux, you might have to do some things differently when installing Chrome. But do note that the vast majority of what we are doing will not matter which operating system or browser you use, granted that your computer is up to date. If you already have Chrome installed or know how to do this yourself quickly, please feel free to skip past this segment and have your Chrome browser ready. If you do not have it installed, this section will help you through installing Chrome. Since it is recommended that this be done on a desktop, we're going to be doing it that route. If you do have a mobile or you're working on an Android device, you can go to the Play stores. Like for instance, in Android, you can go to the Google Play Store, search for Chrome and install it. Or if you're on an Apple, you can go to the App Store and search for Chrome and install it through the App Store. But we're going to be doing this through the desktop. So we're going to be moving on and I'll show you how to install Chrome now. Excellent. Okay, so to install Chrome, we just need to click on whatever browser that we're currently using. For instance, if I have Edge, which is this installed, or Internet Explorer, we can just open it up. Now, wherever the URL address usually is at the top, or you can use that search bar that was there. We type in www.google.com/CHROME/, okay? So you can feel free to pause that to get the right location and hit enter. Okay, so here it is. Now to install Chrome, we just download it. So I'm going to click download now. It's going to ask you for any terms of service. Feel free to read through it if you wish. And obviously on anything you're downloading and installing, it's a good idea to read through their terms and conditions. Okay, I'm going to uncheck make Google Chrome better by automatically sending my statistics. The reason why is I don't like people looking at what I do on my computer. So, but feel free to leave that checked off if you want, accept and install. Okay, it's going to ask me to save it somewhere. Let's save that. And once it's done, we run the program. Okay, a window like this might pop up. Click yes. Okay, and there it is, it's installing. Okay, voila, we have Google Chrome installed. Now let's move on to the next section. Okay, so we're going to be talking about many different terms as we go through here, but I'm just going to go over some of the basic stuff around how this is actually set up and works. So first of all is normally what happens is this represents your browser, this little icon here, and that's you on the internet. Every time you go to a web page like Google or MSN, it sends all of that information down towards a server. So it does a lot of things like finding out what your address is on the internet and returns information. So the server, which is going to be the host that you're going to be actually getting, makes a call down to some files, which is your website files. Those are all the code and things that run your website. It also makes calls to what's called a database. And a database is basically like a really smart spreadsheet that links all the information together. Between those two things, the server serves that information up to you on your browser, and it serves it to you through what's called HTML, which is the language of the internet basically, CSS, which is the style of the internet, and JavaScript, which makes all the really nice, smooth things happen on your website automatically. So that's the basics around how this all works. So we're going to be getting a host server so that we can be able to do all of this and have your website being served to your customers. Now that we have the groundwork together, we can get into the main content of the course. We're going to be having 5 sections of this course that will hopefully break out each piece individually and make this easy as possible. The first section is planning. The second one is installing, then configuring, then testing and running. We're going to be planning out our website. What type of websites are we going to do, And what are the key pages that we want? We'll also be researching and acquiring domain names, a hosting solution to host our website, and downloading the tools that we need. We'll then prepare everything so we can install our website, ensure that our domain, our www name, directs people to your new website. We'll be installing all of the necessary files to our host server with all the extra bits that will make your website totally great. Once we've installed everything, we want to test and make sure that our customers will have a good experience on our site. Bad functionality and slow websites deter would-be buyers. We will then turn on a website to the public. At this point, you'll already be taking orders. In the next section, we're going to be moving on to the first piece of this content, which is planning.